Welcome, beautiful people, to this amazing Introduction to Human Design webinar with me, Luke Scott III, and my amazing friend, Benjamin Torre. And this is going to be an absolute life-changing webinar for you. This training that you're about to get completely changed my life, and I'm going to share with you how it changed my life very shortly. And Ben was the person who introduced me to all of this. I'd never heard of human design before, had no idea about it. I didn't even know it existed. And Ben, I went to his house for this amazing 2-hour session. It was very weird, very wonderful. And ever since then, things have completely shifted in my life in the most powerful way. So Ben, thank you so much for coming and joining us. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well, very excited, and actually thank you very much for having me here. So yeah, it's a pleasure.
I tell everybody about human design. It's like with my clients, I've maybe done like 90 people's readings now. Like as soon as I meet someone, I just want to know. I just want to know what.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like at the moment you start going into human design and you clearly see like this, the benefits and the depth on it. You just want to see everybody's charts. You're like, hey, what's your birth detail? I want to check out your design. So
I think everybody should just have it on their t-shirts, right? So it's very easy, right? So you know how to interact with the world.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That's I believe this is where we're going, is at some point human being won't have the choice anymore. I mean, we already don't have the choice. But yeah, and in the very near future, everyone's gonna be into human design because this is just incredible knowledge, and it works like deeply inside of us. It works like a virus, and this virus is just eating everything that is not us. It truly eats everything that is not us, and it just gives us the possibility to see the beauty of the being, of like the mechanic. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. So I'm just going to very briefly talk to you about my experience with human
Mm-hmm.
design, and then I'm going to hand over to Ben, who's going to take you through his training. Ben is an amazing shaman, healer, speaker. He travels all around the world teaching seminars, workshops, and works with mentees as well. So I was blessed to be a part of Ben's 3-month spiritual warrior training program that we did together. And he shared with me things like this human design system that no one had ever talked to me about before. And so I really recommend, if you resonate with Ben and you like what he's saying, connect with him, work with him, it will totally change your life. And I can see you smiling, Ben. He's practicing humility. I like it. And so human design, how did it change my life? I found out that I am something called a projector, and we're going to talk about what a projector is. In human design, there are 4 types, and we're going to talk about this. And my type is called a projector. And I realized most of my life I'd been living like other people. I'd been trying to fit into how other people were. And that was a lot of pushing and hustling and like forcing things and trying to make things happen. And I found out that that is the complete opposite of what I'm supposed to do for my type in order to be happy. And once I stopped pushing and forcing and trying to make things happen, and I just relaxed, everything became so much easier. Opportunities come, I get great invitations, and I really see now, in human design, we call it the not self. So you see when you're being your not self, when that shows up, with awareness, you can start to really understand who you are. Let me know if this sounds good, by the way, in the comments. Let me know if you already know about human design. Do you know your type? Do you know your profile? And maybe you want to comment those on the side, or maybe you have no idea what a type or a profile is, and that is totally cool too. This training is for everybody, whether you have already studied it, you're going to learn something new, or if you're never even heard of it before, is going to blow your mind. So Ben, I'm going to hand over to you. Take it away, brother. And if you want to share your screen so everybody can see, I know you have a great presentation for us. Over to you. Enjoy.
All right. Check. So I think now you guys can see it.
Perfect.
Let me see.
Yeah, looks great.
All right. So welcome everybody. Welcome to this live recording on the human design system, the science of differentiation. And this is an introduction for new beginner. And it's really about living your uniqueness. So I'm very glad you're here. Thank you very much, Luke Scott, for hosting this webinar and inviting me to introduce this amazing knowledge systems that completely changed my life. Really, really. Welcome all of you. I really invite you to get a paper or a notebook if you want to take some notes. If you feel you want to take some notes, it is obviously a recording. So the recording will be available on YouTube and on Luke's Facebook page, and also my Facebook page, which is Ben Life Changer, and Benjamin Torre on Facebook. Write down your questions so you can ask your question at the end. Minimize any distraction. Just grab a bottle of water, right? So drink. It is very important because you guys are going to receive a knowledge. I'm going to transmit to you a knowledge, and it isn't mine. This is not my knowledge. So I'm really not asking you to believe in everything that I'm sharing or saying with you. Get your human design chart if you want to. So you can go on mybodygraph.com and you will be able to create an account for free and to get your body graph. So you can see what we are talking about. I hope you can see all up. You can see correctly. So the first thing I want to share really with you is that we are born pure in essence, but we get tainted by so many ideals, behaviors, events, and people that we move away from our true selves and forget who we truly are. We all have been through conditioning imposed by society, family, peers, whatever it is, and because of this, that's all human initiation. But however, it cost us, this conditioning ultimately cost us our birthright to joy, freedom, peace, and love, and mostly the ability to take correct decision for ourselves. That's something I really like to say, and I invite you to experience it, but just don't be a spiritual person, just be free. We have so many things today in the spiritual world, and it's creating a new, identity to those new things. It may be helpful, but be careful, take it like bird eyes, right? Don't be a spiritual person, just be free. 4 basic principles that I'm going to share with you today that can really, really be applied with the human design, the whole human design system, and those principles can be applied in your life, right? Those principles are from one of the private clubs that I'm a member, and I will talk a little bit more really at the end if you guys feel interested on this. But the first one I want to share with you is mostly, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? And when it comes about human design, it is so obvious. In human design, we have what we call a strategy and an authority. The authority is something that is within us and we can trust. We can really relate to it. So my question is, who do you listen to? Do you listen your mind when it comes about taking decision? Do you listen your mind when it comes about, making your next move? Do you listen someone who actually absolutely don't know what he's talking about? Or do you listen your intuition? Do you listen your feelings? Or do you listen to people who already have what you want and went through exactly what you are going through right now? So this is my answer. Actually, 2 answers I'm offering and I'm suggesting you to apply about who do you listen to. First one, start to listen your inner authority. You have a strategy and an authority in your design. This is your mechanic, and we're going to talk about it. That's what I invite you to do on this journey. And obviously, the second things, listen to people who already have what you want, and they went through what you're going through right now. The second things, and this one is maybe the most important, all of them are important, but this one is your teaching ability index. How teachable are you? How is your willingness to accept change? How is your willingness to accept change? How is your willingness to learn, to grow, to stretch? If you're not at 10, well, you're going to waste your time because you won't do it. That's something that was very, very obvious for me when I came into the human design system. It is a radical transformation. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It is a radical transformation. I'm going to show you another way to live, another way to go. And it goes against everything in the society. Really, really. But it works. It works. And guess what you get? Satisfaction, peace, success, surprise. It is amazing. So how is your teaching ability index? Are you teachable today? Right? The third one is the training balance scale. We haven't been designed to be a go-getter at all, but we're going to talk about it a little bit later. The training balance scale is about 99%, and all the wealthy people on this planet, and all the people I know today in human design who live their strategy and authority since many years now, because it is a 7 years experimentation. At the moment you enter into this process, it's going to take you 7 years, a deconditioning process of 7 years, right? So the training balance scale, it's all about 90, even 99% of thinking, having the right thinking, the right mindset, the right behavior, and only 1% of action. I know, this is crazy, right? It's only 1% action. This is the training balance scale. You don't have to go out and seek for things and try to make things happen. No, it will all come to you. We're going to talk about this later, right? And then the last one, which is the level of competences. We have 4 levels of competence. The first level is unconsciously incompetence, which is obviously you don't know what you don't know, right? And the goal is to move you from unconsciously incompetence to unconsciously competent. You know, it's like when you're driving your car, you know exactly what you do. You even don't think about, you know, shifting gears or whatever. It's automatic. So that's where I'm going to try to take you with the human design. After a couple of months experiencing your own strategy and authority, you will be able to see straight how your mind is trying to make decisions for you, how your mind is driving you crazy. Your mind is making you miserable. That's the truth. Your mind is all about thinking about things that truly don't matter, trying to solve everybody else's problems, pretending to be certain, trying to attract attention, trying to manifest, speaking and doing things. Your mind is like, I need to prove myself. I want to prove that I'm capable to. I need to prove my worth. Oh, I don't feel worthy. I need to prove this, you know, always seeking, looking for identity and love and direction, not knowing when enough is enough. Constantly working and working like a slave, you know, and worry about your survival, worrying about how am I going to be able to survive, you know, and holding on things that isn't good for you. You know it's not good for you, but you still hold on it, right? And then you like avoiding confrontation and truth, being a pleasing person. Oh, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to rock the boat, so I don't want to say this, you know. Let's be nice. Let's pretend to be nice. And obviously the last one, constantly being in a hurry, rushing into so many things. This is all the not self key that we find in the human design, because your mind is going into those, you know, places and wants to do this. But at the moment you go from unconscious incompetence to consciously, you know, consciously competence, you know, and then unconsciously competent. It's just an automatic. So you will be able to see where the mind is going and say, cancel. No. That's not me, I come back to strategy and authority, and I let my life just unfolding, which is amazing. All right, next. So who do you listen to? Obviously, who am I? Let me introduce myself. My name is Benjamin Torre. I'm here to create an experience for you. I'm really here to create an experience. I'm in my 30s today. I'm a Frenchman. I'm born in the French Alps. Today, I live in Los Angeles, California, after spending 3 years and a half in London, where I actually met my dear brother, Luc, and we spent a lot of time together. I'm what we called a spirit consciousness guide. In other words, a shaman. I had a couple of mystical experiences in my life, and everything started in 2012. This is when I met a shaman. I started my shamanic journey, my training, and this is where also human design came to me. This knowledge came to me. And I went through the last 7 years experiencing, living my strategy, my authority, traveling a lot, doing a lot of healing for myself. And I became public speaker, start to lead retreats around the world and offering medicine, supporting people during their journey. And mostly, I became recently graduate from the International Human Design School, Living Your Design Guide certified. So this is shortly an introduction on who do you listen to today. So I truly live my design today, and I'm very happy to share this information with you. If you guys want to have a look on my charts, this is me. I'm a generator. I'm a pure sacral generator. My profile is the 6-2, the role model hermit. As you can see, my authority is sacral. So this is how I take correct decision in my life for myself. My whole incarnation, my whole design, my whole body graph, it is all about the left angle cross of the prevention. So I'm really here to prevent people on behaviors. It carries the energy to examine the behavior, to really through the behavior, make the commentary, the right commentary to correct what needs to be correct in life. So I can see every details. I can really see everything that needs to be correct. And I can bring people back in their flow. I can bring people back into this deep love, consciousness, unity, right? This is my whole design. All right, now we have a short introduction and we're gonna go into the human design system. So the human design system, it is not religious. It isn't spiritual. It isn't something that is more realistic. It isn't at all those things. It is any of those things, really, really not. It is just a mechanic. This is a mechanic. This is a map. This is how you can navigate into this lifetime reality, and we're going to talk about this. So the human design system is a synthesis of ancient and modern science, and it has been proven to be a very valuable tool for human understanding. It provides us with a simple but yet very effective tools to enhance your life and reduce confusion, stress, and resistance. It is essentially your own navigation tool. What it can do for you, it can show you how you can take consistently the correct decision in your life. I mean, how amazing it sound? Like, would you like have, a tool that you're always going to take the right decision for yourself? That could be amazing, right? That's what the human design system can show you, how you can take correct decision for yourself. And it is actually, in my understanding, but it is also what Ra said, and Ra is the one who brings this knowledge into the world. He said, human design is just a making decision tool. How can you take correct decision? Constantly, right? You enjoy a stress-free decision making. How amazing it is, especially for generators. Oh, wow. No more stress about taking decision, right? You get your timing right and a deep emotional level of understanding. You understand your unique characteristics. No more self-judgment. No more, oh my God, why am I like this? I don't want to be this. Oh, I don't like it. I don't understand. This is weird. Oh, no. I want to be like that. No, you get the chance to understand who you are. This is fucking awesome, right? Especially again for generators. you confident in your uniqueness, being unique. During so long, I was really not confident with my channel of the judgment. I have a channel, and joy that bring together and create this definition, this life force of energy, this channel of judgments, and I have the ability to correct whatever needs to be correct. So I see everything. And for so long, I was like, oh, I wasn't feeling comfortable. And when I dive into my human design, I saw the gift. It's a gift. Today, when I go into a corporate, when I go into a company and I work with business management, or just one-to-one people, I can see everything. And those people are like, oh my God, thank you, you're here. You help us to see what's wrong and what can be correct, Um, the human design aussi can do for us the fact that we recognize and overcome the negative conditioning. So that's exactly what I was talking about. Society, your peers, family, school, gonna tell you, oh, this is bad. This is not good. But this is you. And you will be able to clearly see what is you and where your conditioning is coming from, right? And obviously, live a life full of love without any more fear. We haven't been designed, really, we haven't been designed to worry about our survival. For me, from my own experience, what the human design bring is self-trust, self-love, self-confidence in our decision. It is an amazing tool. It will bring you so much power to really trust yourself. You will be able to see that inside of you, within you, there is some things that you can trust. It is here. You can relate to it. It is really here, and it always have been here, and it will always be here. That's what we call strategy and authority. This is a mechanic, and you can trust it. It is here. It will bring you a deep sense of self-love. And I'm not talking about vanity. I'm not talking about narcissism at all. I'm talking about a deep, profound acceptation of what it is, right? How does it sound? Amazing, right? I tell you what, I know this process. I know so well this journey, self-hatred, the biggest disease in the world, in the planet, self-hatred. Human beings don't love themselves, they really don't, on different level. They don't trust themselves. They constantly give up their own authority, asking to the friends, to the mother, to the girlfriend, to the boyfriend, what do you think if I do this? Should I do that? What do you think about this? I don't know. Do you think I could do this? Because I don't trust themselves. They don't know how to trust themselves. They don't love themselves enough. They don't see the value on themselves. This is sad. And I mean, I know it. In 2012, I died. I passed away. And I came back. I attempted to my life. I was hating my life. I was really in a place of anger, of frustration. I was really hating this world and this life because I couldn't trust myself. I couldn't see the value, So I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can see the disease today into people's eyes, into people's heart. So that's where the human design gonna take you. The human design is a synthesize. It's a mix between a exoteric nature and an esoteric nature. And the mix between both is exoteric with the quantum physics, the biochemistry, the genetic, right? And the esoteric nature of the human design is the astrology, the Hindu chakra system, the tradition of the Hindu chakras, and the Judaic Kabbalah, the Chinese, the I Ching, the Chinese. So this is all the knowledge, the information that we will find into the human design, but mostly the human design system is a very, very scientific tools. It is very scientific. It is based on the neutrinos. And the neutrinos are a little tiny subatomic particle in the universe. This is the structure of our universe, right? And it is based on the neutrinos. So all this information that is found in the human design gives us a perfect blueprint, a perfect imprint of our DNA. So the science of differentiation in the human design chart, so you can see the chart and you can see this beautiful mandala wheel. Outside of the mandala wheel, we have the sixth line, the yin and the yang. We have this structure of the hexagram, the 64 gates, the 64 hexagram. Inside the mandala wheel, we have this beautiful astrology zodiac system that is the 13 planetary imprints. We have 26 activation in the human design, 9 centers. We're going to talk about 9 centers. We're going to talk about channels, 36 channels from the Kabbalah. So we can see like this tree of the Kabbalah. It's so beautiful. Per gates and hexagram, we have 6 lines. Per lines, we have 3 levels of substructure. This is really the science of differentiation. This is something that is unique. And at the moment you guys have your chart, your birth chart, this is your chart and you're unique, completely unique. The human design takes us into an amazing evolutionary journey, the humanity's journey. Something that is very important for you to understand before we start talking about the types, it is the journey of the humanity on Earth. Something happened in 1781. We actually we mutated from the 7 centers, the Homo sapiens 7 centers, to a 9 center. So a mutation happened from 7-centered to 9-centered. And since 1781, we are not anymore 7 chakra in the body. No, we are 9 chakras, 9 centers. And it isn't 2 more. No, it's not like +2. It is a completely new system. The whole structure of the human being, the whole DNA of the human being, the whole structure of the universe changed, shifted. And we are in transition. We are what we call today Homo sapiens in transitus. And we are a very receptive being. So we moved out from the 7 strategic mind to a 9-center receptive, passive being. We left the strategic mind that was here for survival, roaring, the mind, the background frequency with all those rules and law and, and everything that is very strategic. And, no, this is over. We are today Homo sapiens in transition. We are this beautiful 9-center being. And we haven't been designed to worry, again, I repeat myself, but to worry about our survival. And this machine, because it is a machine, this body, this form, we are experiencing the world of the form. We are only passenger consciousness. Only passenger consciousness. We are here to observe the movie, the stream of our lives. This is the beauty of being a 9-center being, is that we have a mechanic in the body, something that we can trust, and we can truly surrender to the body, because the body is the intelligence. The more you surrender, the more you relax, you allow your purpose to unfold. I repeat, the more you surrender to what it is, you allow your purpose to unfold. There's nothing to prove here. nothing to achieve. There's no goal, no goal. I mean, I know it. It's so profound. At the beginning, it was no intent, no goals. We are here to be here. That's it. We are only passenger. We are not in control. And this is the biggest suffering of human being. So we haven't been designed to be a go-getter at all. This is a lie. This is a propaganda. This is the biggest lie. You don't have to go out and seek for things. You don't have. This is a lie. This is a mind stuff. The more you surrender into your body, the more you surrender into your strategy and your authority, the more life is coming to you, the more it is unfolding for you, and the more you get satisfaction, peace, success, surprise. See, this is my trip. I give you the chance to change. I give you the chance to become your own authority, to get rid of the frustration. No more frustration, no more bitterness, no more anger, no more disappointments. I give you the chance to get back on track into what is you, what is truly you, what is profound within you, you know? It's deep. We haven't been designed to be a go-getter. No. It comes to you. Your lover gonna come to you. Your job gonna come to you. Your right living situation will come to you. Money will come to you. Yes, it all comes to you because it has to. By law. It is a law in the universe. It has to. But the more you push with your mind, the more you want to try to make things happen, the more you believe you can manifest whatever you believe. No. Just relax and allow things to come to you. Again, you don't have to believe what I'm sharing. Just go out and experience by yourself. Experience, get a reading, go into your human design, take the class, see by yourself. You will see how your life gonna change, how smooth things gonna come to you easily. You don't have to go out, seek things. It comes to you. It comes. Nice. Ignorance is the greatest evil in the world. And human beings are deeply, deeply ignorant. And this is a burden. It is the burden of humanity. You know, remember at the beginning, teachability index. How teachable are you? Willingness to accept change, willingness to grow, to learn, to change. Yeah. So, human design. We have 4 types. Do you have any questions, comments, or observations so far? I invite you to write down all your questions, and it will be my pleasure to answer all of it at the end. The 4 aura types, millions of variation, right? Who is a generator? Reach your hands. I'm a generator. Who is a projector? Reach your hands. I'm not. No, I'm a generator, right? Hello, projectors. Hello, generators. Hello, manifestors. Hello, reflector. Hello, all of you. So the aura, it is a frequency, and each type has a strategy, authority, and a not-self team that we're going to discuss, right? And obviously a signature. So something that is very important to grasp and to understand into the human design is that we're talking about aura. And the aura, it is what defines you. It is what will define your type. I'm going to talk quickly about manifestor, projector, and reflector, and I will take a little bit more time on generators because I'm a generator, so I can truly talk about my own type, and also because generator, we are 70% of the population, 70. We are the biggest majority in this planet. All right, manifestors, you guys have a very closing aura, a very repelling aura, right? And the signature for manifestor is peace. This is what you guys are looking for, peace. And the not self, it's anger. You have a strategy and an authority. The strategy for you is to inform, to let people know before you do things, to inform before you take action. So you know how you're going to impact the people. What will be the impact of your words and your action into this world before you take action? This is your strategy. This is very important for you to respect this. You have to let people know what you're going to do so you can reach peace, so you can get your signature. And I don't care, whatever is, you have to inform so you can get peace, right? That how does it sound to you, manifestor, right? And you are actually 8% of population, and you are the only one who can go out and be a go-getter. And you guys put everyone in slavery in this world, telling people, oh, but you know, you can do it. Just go do it. This is your choice. Just go get it. You guys put everyone into slavery, believing that they are manifestor and they can go like you out into the world and just manifest things. No. All right, manifestor. So I repeat, a very repelling and closing aura. That's your aura, right? Your strategy is to inform before you take action. So the key is to let people know the impact, and to be aware of your impact, right? You will get your signature, peace, and avoid the anger in your life. 8%. Reflector. Let's go on the other side. Reflector, you guys are only 1% of the population. 1%! Tiny. Oh, manifestor, you guys are very independent, by the way. Very independent. Reflector, you guys believe you are the cosmos. You want to be the cosmos. That's it. You want to be the universe. You're beautiful being, and you absorb everything and you reflect everything. Your strategy is to wait 28 days, to wait a lunar cycle. You actually guys are lunar people. Manifestor, generator, projector, or sun people. You reflector are very lunar people because you go with the moon. So before taking any decision, you need 28 days to have clarity, because the transits impact you, influence you, condition you every day. Every day you guys are a different person. Every day you feel different. That's why it is so important for you, before dating someone, before going on a date, before, jumping into a relationship, jumping into a new house, a new job, whatever it is, take the time to feel 28 days before taking a decision. Otherwise, you will end up disappointed. This is the not self, disappointment with life, right? And what you're looking for is the surprise. You want to be surprised by life. And the only way for you to get surprised is to respect your strategy, which is waiting 28 days. Projector, you guys, oh wow, you guys need to understand how different, and I mean it, how different you are from the rest of the population, how deeply different you are from 80% of the population. You guys are only 21% on the planet. You guys are definitely different. You are guides. You are here to guide the energy, to master the form, to master the system. You are here to find one thing and to work on it. You work like a specialist. You haven't been designed to be a go-getter. You haven't been designed to work like crazy during 12 hours. No. And let me tell you something. You haven't been designed to work. Period. Projector, work is not for you. Done. Done. It isn't for you. Find a generator who believe in whatever you want to achieve or whatever you want to do, and let the generator work for you. Generators, we are 70% of the population, you know? Generators, we are the life on this planet. We are the life. Without us, life couldn't exist on this plane. We are generator being. We generate the life force energy. We generate the life on this plane. Through our sacral center, this is where is happening. And without us, the rest of the population couldn't exist. So manifestor, projector, reflector, animals, everything couldn't be here without generators. And guess what? We love working as long as it brings us satisfaction. We want to be satisfied. This is our signature. This is what we are looking for, satisfaction. And you as a projector, you are like, what the fuck? Like, those people are so weird. I don't get it. What the hell are they doing? They work like 15 hours a day, and the only thing they want is to be satisfied. And obviously, 70% of the population is not satisfied. Guess what we have? Frustration. Frustration. We are living in the most screw-up planet. It's disgusting. The background frequency in the aura, it is frustration. This is why it is important to understand the aura. Because as a manifestor, a generator, a projector, a reflector, we broadcast a frequency. And this frequency can tell us if we are healthy or not, if we are living correctly or not. This is what I'm offering to you, the chance to be correct as yourself, to operate correctly as yourself by following a strategy and authority. You generator, let me tell you, you fucking smell frustration. And it is disgusting. You smell the frustration. Frustration is all around you. Frustration is in your cells, in your DNA, in your body, in all around you. And the reason why, it's because you don't live out your strategy. And your strategy is to wait to respond. To wait to respond. It isn't about going out into the world and trying to make things happen. No, at all. Generators, it is all about response. It is all about going, that's a yes, that's a no. It is all about responding to whatever is coming to us. Look at the aura of generator. It is a very open, enveloping, beautiful aura. It is open, enveloping. Our aura attracts everything. We pull in everything in our aura so we can respond with sound, so we can discover our truth. Generators. And I know it. I'm a generator myself. For years, I was going out into the world, trying to make things happen, pushing, forcing. Oh, I'm going to do this. I want to be satisfied today, you know? I'm going to do this. And I was starting something and getting frustration and meeting resistance. Fuck it. Okay, it doesn't work. I quit. Fuck. Oh, I'm going to try that. I'm going here, trying this, getting frustration. Fuck that shit. I quit. Okay, I'm going to try this. Oh, maybe this will bring me satisfaction. Let me do that. And I do it. Frustrating. I don't like it. Fuck. I quit. Generators. We are the biggest quitter on this planet, you know? But we haven't been designed to be a quitter at all. We have been designed to be master. We are God. We are being on this plane. We are pure spirit consciousness on this plane. We are God. And the only way to get things from us is to ask us with a very yes or no clear question. So we know how to engage our energy into things. The mind doesn't know. The mind has no clue on what it is good for us. The mind doesn't know. Can you see the lie, the propaganda? How you take in your food, with who you hang out, which job do you have, what are you doing in your life? Can you see how the mind is taking you, eating this food, putting this food in your body that is not correct for you, believing what your mind is telling you, doing this job that is not correct, living in a place that is not correct? No, you have to respond. But this is the biggest fear for generator, to sit and wait, to give up the idea of initiating. Oh boys, how difficult it is for generator to stop initiating, to trust that everything will come to you, everything will be given to you at the moment that you stop initiating, at the moment you allow your purpose to unfold. That's the only way for you to avoid frustration, the frustration. Stop giving your mind the power of decision. Claim back your title, you God. Take back your power. Everybody wants to connect to the source. Thursday, when I go to seminars, or retreats or whatever, I can see everyone is looking for purpose. Everyone is looking to be reconnected to the source. Oh, I want to reconnect myself. What the hell it means? How can you be correct for yourself if you don't know yourself? Generators, we are holy glory being on this plane. The world is us. The world belongs to us. And projector, you are here to know the other. You are here to guide generators, to help them to reach satisfaction. That's the only way for you to get the success that you are looking for, Manifestors, they don't care. They are on the corners, they are doing their own lives. Let them be. Manifestors are like, let me do my own things. But projector and generators, we have a very interesting symbiosis together, a very interesting relationship, because the projector have been gifted to recognize, to see deeply into the others. This is your gift as a projector. This life, it isn't about you. It is about the other. Is it about seeing and recognizing the other so you can get the correct invitation? Invitation. What a word for projector. What a word. Getting the correct invitation. See, projector, this is your strategy. This is how you can be correct on this plane. This is how you can start to broadcast the correct frequency as yourself and get rid of the bitterness. Oh boy, bitterness. Nothing is worse than a projector full of bitterness. Bitter. It's a poison for projector. And when a projector is entering in a room full of bitterness, wow, I feel it. Look at the picture. Look at your aura, projector. It is a gun. It is a bow and arrow. You like an arrow into people's aura. You penetrate. Your aura is very focused and penetrating into people's aura so you can actually recognize them, discover them, see them. So you get an invitation. But let me tell you something. If you're full of bitterness and you're initiating, you're not waiting for an invitation. Wow. This not going to be correct. And the generator will tell you to fuck off. Oh, I will tell you to fuck off. Because we feel it. It is like a violation. You penetrate generator's aura full of bitterness. You project basically into someone else's aura. Wait for an invitation. So for you, projector, what you are looking the most is the success. You want to be seen. You want to be recognized, right? Right? And the only way for you to be seen and recognized is to wait for an invitation. Obviously, not all the invitations are correct. Some of the invitation won't be correct for you. This is why you do have an authority, and your authority will tell you when to take decision or not. Same for generators. Your authority, that's a yes. It's simple. You go see a generator and you say, hey, do you want to go out? Okay. Do you want to stay home? Okay. Let me reformulate the question. Do you want to stay home? All right. Do you feel frustration? Yeah. I have this energy. I don't know what to do. It's frustrating. All right. Let me help you. Do you want some help? Actually, yeah. Can you ask me question? Of course. So the projector going to start asking question. Yes or no question. Okay. Do you want to stay home? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out party? No. Do you want to go watch a movie? Oh, yeah. Do you want to go to the restaurant? Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. I really want to go to, this restaurant I told you last time. And my friend, he's the owner. And I believe like it's a really good opportunity for you to meet him because he's doing exactly what you're doing. Oh, what an amazing invitation for the projector. And the projector just helped the generator to know how to engage energy and to get satisfaction. Can you see the dynamic? Can you see how it works? The mechanic? It is simple. It is so simple. This is a life transformation, and I really invite you at the end of this class to just go do reading, get a reading with me, and go into the program. It's a 3-month program, 1 session a week, 2 hours. We're going through your charts. It has to support you in this journey to be correct for yourself. You will get the best of this life. Better sex, better money, better health, better whatever it is. This is amazing. All right. So I hope it is clear. If you have any questions, comments, observation, please send it on the chat. I will read them after. I don't want to lose the flow, so I just keep going. For those of you who are listening, watching the recording, the live recording on YouTube or wherever you guys are looking at it, please comment below, leave your questions underneath, and it will be my pleasure to answer the questions. I hope it makes sense. Just to summarize everything, 4 auras, 4 types. And the types will determine your strategy and your authority, and obviously the frequencies that you're broadcasting. I repeat, manifestors, 8% of the population. Those people have a very close and repelling aura. It is their frequency. The strategy is to inform. The signature, it's all about peace, not self, it's the anger. The generator, we are 70% of the population. We are truly the world. The aura is a very enveloping and open aura. And if you don't respect your strategy, your aura cannot protect you. It is all about respond to life. And obviously your signature is satisfaction, and your not self is frustration. That's why we have a planet full of frustration. Having generators who are doing things I just don't love, that they don't like it. As a generator, we must do things we love. That's the only way for us to get satisfaction. And I don't fucking care what it is. I don't care. In London, and you can ask Luke, I worked in a coffee shop for 2 months. Oh, actually, that was before I met you. A couple of months before I met you, Luke. I was working in a coffee shop. My mind was like, what the fuck you doing? Why do you work in a coffee shop? You famous, you have all those like things, you're good at what you do. Why you go in a coffee shop? Well, let me tell you, it was the most satisfying experience ever. Who cares what you do as long as it satisfies you, right? Projector, you guys have a very focused and penetrating aura. You are here to master the 4, master the system. One thing at a time. Focus. Wait for an invitation. This is your strategy. And obviously success, signature, bitterness, the not self. The not self is a good indication for you to see when you are on track and where you are not. It's basically, oh, I'm frustrated. Yeah, I took a mental decision. Oh, I'm bitter. Yeah, I took a mental decision. Oh, feel satisfied. Amazing. That was a good response. Oh, all this success in my life. Projector, you have been designed to be fucking successful. All of you, look at your chart. If you don't have success in your life today, well, I invite you to really, really reconsider the question. What the hell are you doing so you're not waiting for invitation, right? And reflector, it's a very, I forget the name. To describe your aura as a very, you know, all around you. It's a reflection. You guys, 28 days, lunar people, a lunar cycle, you need time. You really, really need time. So stop taking emotional decisions, spontaneous decision, because that will fuck up your life completely, right? You're looking to be surprised. The only way for you to be surprised is to wait 28 days, right? Otherwise, you'll be disappointed with life. Cool.
So reflectors have the resistant aura, like the sampling aura.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was looking at it. Thank you. Yeah. Cool. Let's go to the next slide. So we're going to talk about strategy and authority. Everybody, take a big breath in. All right, it's a lot of information to digest. I invite you to drink a little bit, and I'm going to drink a little bit. All right. Let's go into the key in the human design when we know our type. So when you guys discover your type and you understand this mechanic, you understand how actually the aura works, you know, because today in society, everyone, spiritual world talking about aura, but they actually just don't get it. Your aura has a very specific frequency. You broadcast something. And if you want to be correct for yourself, the key is in your strategy and your authority. So understanding where your individual authority lies is crucial to understanding how you are designed to make decisions correctly for yourself. Or individual authority is activated through us and following the strategy that is appropriate to your right type. It is very, very important. Human design opens the door to the potential of self-love, a love of life, and the love of others through understanding. Can you see how valuable it is? Imagine your parents, you have kids, you're a generator, but your children is a projector. And you don't understand why he's sleeping so much. It's normal, he's a projector. They need 10, 12 hours of sleep per night. Generators, we can sleep 6 hours, 7 hours. We have so much energy, right? So it is very important to understand this. So we can actually operate correctly. We can actually communicate correctly. Communication will be so increased. You know, you work in a team, you a CEO, your management, you have a team, you want to work efficiency effectively. Well, ask question to generators. Let generators be at the top, guiding everyone, right? So understand your own authority, because this is the key. And see the not self, also known as conditioning. This is what we call the conditioning. The not self, when you get have a look on your body graph, is in your chart is not broken. Let me be clear on missing or bad. So everything that is basically in white in your chart is what we call open. This is open. This is where the conditioning can take you. This is where your mind can go and take you. This is also where people can condition you. You know, for example, I'm a generator. I have the identity center, and let's say Oh, let's say example, Luke, do you remember at the beginning when we were talking about this? Because I'm a generator and Luke, he's a projector. You were tuning into my sacral, and you have this ability to feel this yummy sacral energy, you know. And sometimes we were like, I know we were meeting early in the morning and we were still like at 8, 9 p.m. We were still hanging together, and you were like, "Ooh, I start feeling tired." And I was like, "Yeah, it's too much energy for you." So our generator, we condition projector to just not knowing when enough is enough, you know, to keep going like us. So if you want to share your experience with this, Luke, I really invite you, because I think it can be very relevant for projector and energy from.
Yeah, I'd love to share. So when you see your chart, if you go on mybodygraph.com, like Ben said at the start, you'll see some are colored in and some are white. So some of your centers are colored in, they're defined centers, and some of them are white. This is open. And when you're around other people who have those centers defined, you can take their centers, you can use their skills, you can tap into different things. And so when you're in a room full of people, you're probably, between you all, you're going to have all the different centers. And so choosing who you hang around with can change what you have access to. So as a projector, we're a non-energy type. We don't have this sacral center that gets turned on and gives us this unlimited energy to do things all day. But when I'm around a generator, I can tap into that so I can get more energized, which is really, really great. But the downside of that is it's not really my energy, right? I'm tapping into somebody else's energy. And so like Ben said, for projectors, if we're around generators all the time, we like, it's not really true for us. And then we have to sleep a lot. So as well, when I'm sleeping, my wife is a generator. And so when I'm sleeping next to a generator all the time, that can be intense. So a lot of the time I sleep by myself, so I can be away from that sacral energy and just be in my own energy, which is very, very important too. And learning to sleep by myself was a complete game changer. Like I in a previous relationship, I slept next to my girlfriend every day for years, and she's a generator. And then you wonder why you wake up tired. And so learning to sleep by myself was really, really big too. So there's massive implications once you know your design. And really, Ben is amazing at doing these readings.
Thank you.
It's like a 2-hour reading where he goes really, really deep with you, because Ben's been studying this system for like 5 years, I think, something like that. And so
5,
much
6
depth.
years,
There's so much depth to it. So I recommend you to get a reading from Ben. He can give you all this guidance on what is true for you and what's not.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And I remember when I told you the first time, you know, you should sleep alone, and you were like, oh, yeah, and you liked it, the idea. But I remember you say, oh gosh, my wife not gonna like it. She won't like this. But
it's so
sleeping
against
alone.
It's so against what society tells us to do.
Oh wow.
Isn't it? And so it can be offensive to someone. Like, what do you mean you don't want to sleep with me? You want to be in my own in your own energy. But this is true. I have some other great projector friends, and when we sleep by ourselves, we feel so much more energized. So you can have,
actually.
Yeah, you can have time with your partner and cuddle them, and then when you're ready to go to sleep, you just go to your own room.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. So that's one of the great example about the openness in our design, as Luc mentioned it. So we have what we call defined and undefined centers, what is colored in and what is not. And everything that is undefined, so it's open, and this is where you are designed to take in others' energy. So it is a great potential of wisdom, and it is also where we can make money. So our openness is where we can make money. That's something I don't want to talk about. All right. So the conditioning obviously is through media, friends, parents, family, school, society, lovers, religion, you know, the solar system as well, the country. I can see a big difference between living in England and being here in America. It's just really different, you know, the whole background frequency and the vibe is very different. So that's the conditioning. This is where we can be very sensitive and vulnerable in terms of energies. This is where also we can let the mind going into what isn't us. So we can be trapped by the mind to take wrong decision. And so we end up, you know, frustration, bitterness, anger, etc., etc. So the conditioning is huge. And this is why it is important for us to being able to see where the not self is in our design. And that's something I really support people during the 3 months, is to be able to see where the not self is. And remember, again, I invite you to experiment this knowledge. Don't believe anything that I'm telling you. Just go experiment by yourself, see by yourself that it is a mechanic, a pure mechanic, and it works. And it goes against a lot in this society. This is important. You know, when I started my journey, so in 2012, 7 years ago, I was really alone. I was really just by myself. It was the shaman I was working with, my very good friend Yannick. So we were just only the two of us, and we were bringing this knowledge in France, in the French Alps, and we were just like the only people knowing about it. And we were like, you know, what the fuck? How can we actually try to be consistent every day when we are surrounded by people who is telling us to do opposite, right? So I really enjoy what you share about being aware with who you share your time and navigate with in human design, especially for projector, but also generator. I want to say for really everyone, but mostly projector. Who you travel with is very important. Who is around you in your life? Who you surround yourself with? It's so important. Especially if you go into human design, you guys want to be supported. You really want to be supported. And that's very important. Actually, I have a Facebook group, which is Human Design and Breathwork World with Ben Life Changer, I think, or Human Design and Breathwork World. So you can join the Facebook group. We're around like 700 people, and I try to be consistent in the group. It's not really my design to be social on Facebook, but I try to, because I know you guys want support. So we try to keep host and, you know, sharing experience. I do a lot of breath work as well. So I teach breath work, and you will find some videos on the group. But I invite you, if you go on this journey, to find your tribe, what we call fractal. It's a fractal line. And I invite you to just journey with your fractal line. So the journey, let me see if I can quickly up. All right. Up. The journey, I hope to help you to discover your way that can change your experience of life. Every single one of us has a built-in navigation system that inherently knows where to go. That's the human design. That's the strategy, the mechanic. It is a logical, practical, and mechanical tools. It's life-changing. It is. It truly is. It's difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. The first year, it's awful. It's a fight between your mind and your strategy and your authority. Even like the first 3 years, it is a fight. Your mind going to be crazy. After 7 years, I'm in my 7-year cycle. The mind is still here, but I can see it. You know, I can hear the sound from my sacral. I know it is good. And today I'm moved, you know, from unconscious incompetence to really unconsciously competent. And I stay in the middle from, you know, unconsciously incompetent to consciously incompetent. So you know what you don't know. It's a really good way to start, because you know that you don't know. And then you go to consciously, you know, incompetent. And then you go to unconsciously competent, right? So you arrive really on autopilot. So again, this is the journey I'm offering to you, and I really invite you, just comment below I invite you to share this video to help people to discover the human design, because it is really important today on this planet. The point is, are you awake? That's the point. It's the only point for you to be here in this life. There's no goal. I repeat, there's no goal. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to achieve. There's no purpose to seek, to find. If you allow yourself to be correct as yourself, your life purpose will unfold. It has to, because it is what it is. Your life purpose will unfold. There is no goal, nothing to prove, right? My true self doesn't give a fuck about money, doesn't give a fuck about all those goals and everything to achieve, whatever. No, my true self only wants to run naked on the beach. My true self only wants to be in the nature. And it is the same for everyone. Only the mind wants to achieve and make things happen and get money and all those things. So the point here is, are you awake? And being awake, it isn't going up into Himalaya and doing mantra for 35 years, and no. And it isn't about waiting for, I don't know, whatever, like kind of light to shine. Or no. It isn't for the master of the wall. No, it is simply following your nature. Be yourself. If you follow your true nature, I guarantee you, you're going to be aware like Buddha. I'm aware. I'm so aware of what it is me and what it isn't. I can see. At the moment you're aware, you're going to be able to see that you are only passenger consciousness. You are the passenger in this physical body. The body is the vehicle. The driver is the higher self, the magnetic monopole. He's driving. And you, Benjamin, Luke, or Paul, or whoever is here, but it is just the passenger. It is who you think you are. It is the personality, and the personality is the passenger. You are not in charge. But again, I'm not asking you to believe, and it goes against a lot of things in society, and especially today in the personal development where you are in control in your life. No, you passenger. You have no fucking clue to what you're going to respond. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what's going to come to you and you will respond to it. You don't know which invitation you will get. You don't know. So the more you allow yourself to be yourself, to following your true nature, the more you're awake. And this is the whole point on this planet, to be awake. Start your journey into consciousness. This is the program I created. It's a mixed, the foundation on human design, shamanism, consciousness, and a lot of philosopher principles to help you to navigate, to surrender yourself, to relax into the body, to fully move from frustration to satisfaction. Discover who you are. And it is essentially a training for generator, but I'm happy to take projector also. And if you guys want to study human design, but you don't want to go with me because you're projector, you really want to study with a projector, I can refer you to my teacher. She's a projector and she will be happy to teach you. I mostly teach my own type because I'm a generator. Even if I know very well projector, I've been dating projector for so long. I have a lot of projector around me. Luke is a very good friend. He's a projector. We have been spending so much time together. I have a couple of other very good friends who are projectors. So I know you guys, I see you. But if I want to stay true to myself, I'm a generator. And I know my strategy and my authority as a generator. So I will be way more efficiency, productive to teach generators. That's what I invite you to do today. It's to discover who you are and to move from the frustration to a life really full of satisfaction, to be aware of what it means to be a life force energy as a generator. The living your design, that's what I really invite you during this breakthrough experience, because that's going to be a breakthrough experience. You're going to cry a lot. You're going to be, what the hell? you know, you're going to see how you neglect yourself all those years. You have been really like not respecting yourself by living something else. The experience gives you the foundations that you need. You can see why and how to experiment with your own strategy and authority, you know. How can you move from the frustration to satisfaction? You can live a life fully of purpose, of fulfilled purpose. Really, it deepens your understanding of your personal design and the design of your family, your friends, because during the 3 months, obviously, we're going to have a look on your wife or husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, boss, partner, business partner, whoever you want. We're going to take time to go through different charts, your chart, obviously, but different charts, so you guys can understand how to communicate, interact with people. And it is an incredible journey of self-discovery, a knowledge being your deconditioning process in earnest. That's what I afford you. For you. So let me end with this to be really clear, really clear. It isn't for everyone. Let's be clear. The human design system isn't for everyone. Not everyone is ready today. It will never be for everyone. It's for those that are. It's a door open, moment of the possibility of being able truly to go in a different way. It's time to go the way of ourselves. What we are as being, as a nine-centered being. The human design isn't for everyone. It will never be for everyone. It's for those who are ready. That readiness is a serendipity. It is a door, an opening door, slightly. It's the moment of the possibility of being able truly to go in a different way. I repeat, it's a different way to go. It's time to go the way of ourselves. And 2027, it's coming. 2027, we will be complete as a nine center being. At the moment, we are in transition, Homo sapiens in transition to the nine center being. 2027, we will be complete. We will be fully complete. So it is really time. What is your next step today? Let's connect together. I invite you to feel how you respond for a reading of your chart or to go into the experience, the 3-month coaching. If you resonate with the knowledge, I invite you to join my Instagram, Ben_lifechanger, to follow my YouTube channel, Benjamin Torre. There's French videos and also English videos. I'm going to start to put more English videos. Just follow my page, Ben Life Changer on Facebook. Add me on Facebook, Benjamin Torre. You can just follow the post and everything that I'm sharing about human design, about a way of living. And obviously for those who are interested to join the private club that I'm a member, it's a Gene Secret Society, Gene members. It's a network, and your network is your net worth. It's the global information network, and we have levels, and during the levels you have a lot of audios that you can go through it, and it's very amazing audios, and it helps you in terms of business, in terms of life and the conditioning process and feeling good and your thoughts, and it will program your mindset. Doing the human design and this, it's really the two things I recommend, and it's an amazing experience. So I'm opening now for chats. Stop sharing the screen. Tack.
Amazing, Ben. Thank you.
That's good. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. That's been really powerful. Let us know if you have any questions for Ben. We have a question here. It says, how can I be sure what I am? I think I am a generator, but maybe not 100% sure.
So you send the answer. You can check on mybodygraph.com. You need your exact time and the date of birth and all the location, country, and everything, and then you pull out your chart. So that's how you can be sure what is your type. Yeah.
Amazing. And one of the people on the webinar is a manifesting generator. So I know with some people, they get a bit confused when they see manifesting generator, because it's kind of says manifestor and it kind of says generator. Can you explain about what a manifesting generator is?
Yeah, 100%. So the manifesting generators is a particularity of a generator. So it means the manifesting generator has the throat defined, and the throat connects to a motor. So we have a channel that connects to a motor. We need a sacral define, a throat, but the throat is connected to a motor. So it can be connected to the heart center, to the solar plexus center, a direct connection to the sacral, or it can be like the throat connect through the channel with the spleen, and the spleen connect through a channel to the roots, because the root is a motor as well. So we have this connection, and you guys are manifesting generator. So you still generator, your strategy is still to respond. You still get the frustration, the satisfaction when you respond. You get also the anger from the manifester, because you're manifesting generator. So you will experience the anger when you go into your not self. One of the biggest particularity as a manifesting generator is that you guys are very, very impatient. You want to have everything right now. You're very, very impatient, and you skip all the steps and you go straight to the result. And when you arrive at the result, you find out actually that a couple of things are missing, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to come back. Fuck it. You quit and you go to the next things. And this is typically manifesting generator. So learn how to slow down and to really go step by step.
Amazing. And we have another question. It says, did you say that generators should wait to respond, or should they respond quickly?
They wait to respond, which is responding quickly. That will depend on your, it's a very good question. It will depend on your authority, because we have different kind of authority. You know, we have a emotional authority, we have sacral authority. So it will depend on the authority for generators. But when something comes to you, and you know, you're gonna have this that's a yes, or a no. Usually it's a sound, but because we have been taught to repress those sound, to not making those sound, because this is not polite. So a lot of generators today, they are not in tune anymore with the sound. They're absolutely not connected to their sacral. So they're not going to have sound. They're going to be, I don't have sound. I don't know. So the best way for you to found out and actually figured out that you do have sound is when you go to the restaurant and you have an amazing meal. You're gonna eat and you're like, this is so good. You know, that's your sacral. When you're making love and you have satisfaction. And it's funny because last time, you know, when we were in London, looked together, we share about it, that in the society we have been so repressed as well to express ourselves when we are making love. You know, making nows, sound, you know, being loudly making love, you know, and that's generator. Generators, we making love, you know, those sound. It's generators. We need those sound. You know, this is us. When you go to a meeting, someone is talking to you, you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's generator. We making sound.
I love when I'm doing sessions with people, because before I've even done their type, I can tell they're going, I know they're going to be a generator before I've even checked the chart.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, it's funny because so same when I do the reading, we on Zoom and we record the reading, and I'm like, and I say, did you hear yourself? And they're like, no, I don't know. Okay. So, you know, I continue the reading and I hit another spot, you know, and they goes like, And I go, now, did you hear yourself? I don't know. I do this all the time. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. That's your sound. This is your truth. This is your truth, you know? And I'm like, watch the recording. I mean, you will see the only one who's making funny noise. Hey, it's you, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just love to clarify something as well for everyone watching. Ben showed the 4 types, but there are literally millions of variations. So just because you are a generator, it doesn't mean you're the same as every other generator. You have different authorities. So you have different ways of telling what is true for you. So for example, my authority is my spleen. So I can make decisions in the now. I'm very instinctual. I know if something is good for me straight away. If you are an emotional type, if you have an emotional authority, it's very difficult for you to make the right, correct decisions in the now. And actually, you have to wait a period of time. So the only way for you to really know about this is you have to get a reading from somebody who knows this strategy, who knows human design, who has studied it deeply. Because every channel means a different thing, every open defined, there's so much to it, and it is amazing. So I really recommend get a reading from Ben, or there's other human design people available, but I really recommend Ben. He completely changed my life. But Ben, what is the best way for people to get in touch with you if they're interested in your reading, or if they want to do your 3-month program?
I think the best way is simply to connect with me on Facebook. You guys can just drop me a message on Facebook. So my Facebook page is Ben-Life Changer, or my personal Facebook, which is Benjamin Torre. You can also find me on Instagram, Ben_Life Changer. And my website, obviously, ben-lifechanger.com. So on my website, you will find everything. You can book your session online. You can join the training, the mentorship program. And this live recording going to be on YouTube. So you guys will be able to find underneath on the descriptions, the links and everything.
Amazing. Yeah. And one last question before we go. Somebody is asking, what is the strategy for manifestors again? Can you explain that more?
Yeah, sure. So the strategy for manifestor is really to inform. It is really about informing people about what you're going to do before you do it. And there are actually 2 different kind of strategy for manifestor, because we're going to talk about the teenager manifestor, like the youth manifestor, the children manifestor, and the adults manifestor. So when we have young manifestor, the strategy is asking for permission. So the children ask for permission to the parents, and the parent gives the permission to do things. And when they become an adult, it is all about just informing. So they need to inform, but mostly they need to know the impact of their action. It's very important for them to know the impact of their action. I'll give you a good example. I have one of my friends. He's working for a company, and he's really not happy with the company. He's a French person. So he got a sponsor with the company to get his green card and everything. And he's like, well, after a couple of years, he's like, I don't want to work anymore for this company. And so I'm thinking of quitting, and I'm just going to quit. And I'm like, no, you need to inform them. You need to let them know, before you quit. And he went like, oh yeah, this is good what you sharing with me. I'm like, yeah, what's the impact? And it's like, yeah, actually I didn't think about this, but if I quit, like the whole team section, and they're gonna be in trouble and blah blah blah. Now, yeah, so think about the action and the impact you're gonna have if you just quit like this. And it was like, oh wow, yeah, I was getting so much anger, I was like feeling pissed, and I was, yeah, dude, you started to create resistance. Oh, so it was very unlightful for him. And I think now he's letting know everyone, he's informing, and his boss is just like super happy, and they support him, so everything works perfectly. I hope he answered the question.
I have some amazing manifestor friends, and because they can initiate, because they can go and make things happen, it's scary for people who aren't like that. We see them so powerful, and if they don't tell us what they're going to do, then we get nervous. We're like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, just tell me. Even one of my manifestor friends, she has to tell people when she's leaving the room. She's like, I'm going to go to the toilet now, and then everyone can relax. Like, if she just walks out of the room, everybody goes, oh, where's she going? What is she doing?
And it's like, oh, we feel, you know, we feel something in the aura, and yeah, no, totally. Yeah, no.
Ben, thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
everybody, I really recommend message Ben, get in touch, ben-lifechanger.com for his 3-month program or for his reading. It is absolutely life-changing. Whatever your type is, go to Ben for a reading, because he does other stuff other than just the human design. He's a shaman. He does all this energy work. He like shifts your DNA and channels all this great stuff. It's really, really magical. Okay. Thank you all so much. If you do have any more questions, you can let us know. Thank you for sticking to the end. And really, I invite you, go and explore human design, whether it's with us, whether it's with somebody else. Go and explore it, because it will change your whole life.
Yeah, just find, basically, that's what we say in human design, is find your right teacher. Find, you know, the way this knowledge is transmitted. It is all about living it, and I really invite you to find the right people who at least, you know, went through 2, 3, 4 years of living their own design, who went through the International Human Design School, get some certification, because we have so many people today outside in the world who just don't really know what they're talking about, and they can just like mislead you, to misunderstand your strategy, your authority, to misunderstand exactly who you are, and then you don't see the value on this knowledge. So it is very, very important to find someone who's living it, because the way the knowledge is transmitted, it's about really living it. It's a frequency. I mean, you cannot go to a generator who is full of frustration and he's teaching you how to be a generator. It won't work. Yeah. So cool. Stay beautiful all the time.
Thank you, Ben. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.